Hey everybody, we're going to take a look at the energies around Jack. We're going to see what's happening in his love life and see what's to come for him in love and in career. I do feel like he has a knowing of himself. He seems to be spiritually awoke, I would say. He understands the depths of himself in so many ways. Very mature, very sure about himself, very focused. I was actually really surprised to get that, but as far as his age, but yeah, he's a man. He's a man, that's for sure, and he's very careful. Yeah, very careful. I don't feel him too happy or too sad. I feel like he has this thing of trying to accept things around him. So today, he is not able to create what he wants to create. Of course, no one can. He has this impulse decision to create something. Um, he may be even having issues with Sagittarius at the same time, but he wants to create something. He want to bring something together. He want to bring some type of unity together. I really think that this is a family issue. I actually have confirmation of that as well. But he really wants to fix something in his family. He really wants to repair something. He wants to fix something. He wants to bring some type of unity together. Um, and I think that he gives up from time to time about that. But it's something that bothers him. Let's take another look. Hmm. Why do he feels like the peacemaker of the family? Yeah, it's something he's gonna have to let go of. There's some type of strain in his family life, and he tries to be the peacemaker. It's best that he let it go for the victory of the situation and himself. He seems to be mentally bothered or concerned about family, about this Sagittarius, about family. Um, he's waiting on change, but he can't change anything. Let me see what that's about. Hmm. See, he hides his pain. It's just probably that Virgo part of him. But he hides his pain. He hides his frustration. Um, yeah, very much. So the energies around him is basically telling me he's not able to do exactly what he wants to do. He's not able to make certain things happen right now. There's a lack of information, there's a lack of tools, there's a lack of participation. For some reason, he's looking for other people to work with him to make something happen. Let me see if I can find out what that thing is. What is that? To get clarity about his life and what he should be doing now and to come. Okay, so this feels like he is dealing with the energy of wanting people to get in order to support him or to help him to start um, making things happen in his life. Yeah. So he wants to clear through some things. He wants to cut through a lot of things, and he doesn't want to make mistakes. He's a perfectionist. He doesn't want to make mistakes. He doesn't want to take the long route in a certain situation. He wants to stay on top of things. He wants a continuous flow in his career. He wants a continuous flow in his life. He wants a continuous flow with his family. Um, he finds himself with this impulse nature to just let everything go. But I don't think he will. He doesn't give up too quickly. Yeah, so much has happened in the family that he can't just walk away like that. So much has happened in his career. He can't walk away like that. That's not for him. It's not destined for him to do. So he's conquered a lot, even in this short time. He has jumped over a lot of hurdles in this short period of time. He has dealt with a lot of family issues in a short period of time. He wants his family to come together. He tries to give up, but he keep being involved. He wants the people that work with him in his career. He wants a continuous movement, so that so he won't fail. He wants things to continuously progress, so he won't fail. When he hit friction and trying to keep things together, it causes him to want to walk away, but he can't because he's loyal to the trauma. He's loyal to the hurdles. He's loyal to the peaks and valleys of life. So, and that's really just Virgo nature right there. That makes sense to me. I do have this Sagittarius here that causes him some type of pain or hurt, some type of frustration. Let's see. Although these things are deep within him, they don't affect him on the surface. He still can work. He still can move forward. He still can be around family. He doesn't have a problem. He's still able to love. Yeah, he has issues with this Sagittarius. It weakens him in some kind of way. This feels like a manipulative woman to me, or this feels like a overbearing parent or guardian. Some type of issues there. Yeah. So when he gets fed up, when he can't bring things into order or into unity, he lets go, or he needs to let go. Letting go brings victory to the mind. This is the type of person who really cares about everybody so much that it becomes a stressor for him. Um, he's looking forward to the good days. He's looking forward to the good times. He's looking forward to hearing messages and offers within the family to make things better, and even with his career life, his life in general, to make things better. This is a hopeful person, very hopeful. Yeah, believes in the best, but yeah, see, nothing is happening right now that bothers him. And nothing is happening. That gives him heartbreak right there. Okay. So the lack of offers coming in, and the lack of unity, and the lack of peace, and the lack of things going continuously in a beautiful flow, it causes him heartbreak. Um, doesn't feel well about that. You know, yeah, it affects him emotionally. This makes me really feel like a picky person. That's what it makes me feel like. He's good. He's a positive person. He hopes for the best. He wants the best. He believes that he will be better, or he believes in the best. But the issues in him, around him, and the lack of flow in what's happening in his career life right now, it throws him off, and it creates this stressor inside of him. It's kind of like saying, I don't care about you, but I care. I don't care what happens with the family, but I care. I'm not worried about what's next in my career or if I'm going to be okay. But the truth of the matter is, you're affected in every area. You are affected. You are fearful. You are stressed about it. You are concerned about this quiet moment right now. Yeah. So it's natural to feel these things. The only thing that bothers me is I feel this Pisces energy around him, and it makes me feel like he's deceiving himself. His feelings is valid, and he's not. Um, he pushes them back down so he can survive. He's about survival. Yeah, yeah. How do I survive without letting my true fears and true doubts and true hurt and concern affect my manifestation, what I desire, and what I want to see? It's almost like he stopped himself from seeing and believing certain things just to survive. When it comes to love, I have some unhappiness here. Definitely having issues when it comes to love. I think this is an old person he may have been in love with, needing to make some decisions about connecting back to himself because he's not able to create with this old person, or he might not be able to create with a new person now. Love for him is on pause because he has to deal with some repeated patterns. He needs to start new. Okay, so this is this Debbie Downer type moment. Okay, you wouldn't even see these things on him if you spent time with him. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know about the depths of his heart. You wouldn't even know about his concerns and worries and fears because that's something that he knows how to take and compress. Truth of the matter is, he desires love right now. He desires love. When it comes to his love life, he's sad. He had to accept that someone was gone. He had to accept that he couldn't be in this relationship no more. He had to accept that they wasn't falling in love. He has to accept that there will not be a new beginning with someone. He has to accept that. Possible fire sign of Gemini. But he has to accept. Yeah. So he's accepting that he doesn't have love. He's in the process of that. The only issue is that he keeps repeating is that he doesn't start new. See? This is a person who wants to repair every failed, every past moment, every past situation, any past conflict. He doesn't want to let go of things. He wants to fix these old things. That can bring further hindrance in the future. He's okay now. Now is an option. Now is a choice to be in it or out of it. But if you do this for the next 2 cycles, the next 14 years, then you won't be able to move forward because of the past. But right now he's able to go backwards and forward. He's not in bondage as of yet. But this is a setup for bondage. Stop crying over spilled milk in the past relationship. There is new people around you. There is new beginnings around you in love. He hasn't even met a spiritual partner yet. He hasn't met a twin flame or soulmate as of yet. But it's really important for him to shift to a new world of love, to a new life of love, to a new person, to a new situation. The chemistry, he hasn't experienced it on the level um, that is life changing. Okay? This feels like puppy love that he just walked away from. And actually, it looks like he's been away from this person maybe 3 months too. Yeah, something about, let me see. Let me check on that. I don't feel like this is a new breakup. I feel like this is old. Okay. Could be 3 months or 13 months ago that he broke up with someone or slowly faded out. It doesn't feel harsh to me to break up. It just feel like they faded away from each other. Um, and he still holds on to that sadness from that relationship. He want to turn that sadness into joy, into happiness. He wants to fix it. He wants to be what he needed to be for that person. And he's not allowed to go back and do that. Spiritually, that's not a it's not a good choice for him to go backwards. But that's what he does. He likes to fix things from the past, and he likes to hold on to everything and make everything right. And it delays his future. It takes too much energy away from what's needed before him. So that bothers him. He's holding on to that sadness. And that's the issue that he's having in love. Already, he's creating a pattern in love. Now, I feel like this is just who he is. He already was born with this on him, this iniquity, this issue, the issue of trying to conquer the past and trying to clear it, make it right, make it straight. This is just who he is, and it's following him everywhere he goes. This pattern needs to be broken. He needs to learn what to end, and he hasn't ended anything at this time. The advice for him in love is to focus on something totally new. His advice for love is to move to a new place where you will experience a chemistry that is life changing. But he doesn't want to move forward and do that. Let's see why. It's a hard-headedness here. Yeah, same thing, of course. Not wanting to let go of the commitment towards something else. Yes. Amazing. He could have a possible air sign that he left behind, faded out from, had to let go of. Very possible. In his personal life, I see issues with Libra, issues with Cancer, issues with Leo, issues with Sagittarius. It just feels like every relationship that he has, if anything falls or fails or some type of conflict, he take that personally. And he wants to repair that thing. And it's like he's committed to fixing past issues. Maybe that's his purpose. Who knows? Let's see what's going on as far as energies around him going forward in career. He treats the career the same way. It's kind of like, come on, team, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? He wants to keep that business going consistently. This is a good kid, though. Sometimes I feel like I want to say he's a good kid. Then another time I feel this strong masculine energy, this grandfather type energy. I can see him as a grandfather right now. It's amazing. He has a deep knowing of himself. His old age is going to be amazing. Well, earth signs usually do, right? Greater, later. Yeah. Let's see what's next for him in career. Okay. All right, so here's the moment when majority of you all get pissed when I tell you that your favorite artist and star, your favorite celebrity, future not looking too bright in career, all because you believe in what they're doing now. This is another situation where this feels like he will get work, but I don't see any big growth. And this can be because it's not the right timing. Got a lot of timing to go. I see some unbalanced moments in job and career. I see him reaching some, feels quiet, big gaps. I see gaps in his career. Having some gaps, yeah. It's really recommended that he pulls back some energy from the career to receive more out of it. I get him hovering over his success and hovering over his jobs and careers and becoming, it feels like he almost make his career an idol to a point where he smothers it and suffocates it, that it has to be pulled away or spaced out or given to him portion by portion because of his commitment to what he is. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes so much sense to me. And if I was counseling him, I would say, hey, we don't worship that. We don't worship that. That comes with the territory because of who we are. Don't hold your jobs and gigs and positions, and don't hold the corporate part. Don't hold this career so tightly. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. The more you let it breathe, the more you can be guided to the right assignments. Because I'm feeling like he holds on to an assignment or position, believing that he retires in it. This is the person who starts a job I don't know, I just saw post office that starts a job and he keeps it for 30 to 40 years. But that behavior does not work at what he does. So I see him crushing the energies around the career, the jobs, the gigs, holding on to it so tightly that he has to be almost restricted from it just to see that the gift and the talent is in him and not the other way around. He is very gifted. He is very talented, and not only that, he loves it. He loves what he do. He loves to be in different places at one time. He loves to be able to role play, and he really loves to be a part of dark things more. Because not because he's dark, because he's not, but he has. To be honest, in about 7 years, I can see him. It's a chance that he could if you don't know how to balance out these deep feelings behind the moon. But he enjoys playing some of these dark characters or hopes to play dark characters because there is fear, unhappiness, anger, frustration, pain inside of him and the desire to fix things from the past or get everybody to see how important it is to fix things from the past, and he gets to experience that in his roles. So because of that, I don't see anything fiery and hot and exciting around the career. It seems like he get it's like apprenticeship. That's what it feels like. A gig here to learn a lesson so you can let go and try another one. It's about letting go in his career. The more he detaches himself from the different positions, the more he can gain. But he gonna have to learn that. But holding each position as an idol and desiring it to be there forever and connect to it forever, that's what will spoil almost everything in his life. Oh my goodness. At the end of the day, he has a security blanket. In everything that he do, he creates his own security blanket. And departing from it is hard. And departing from it is necessary to win. With the family, he creates a security blanket. We must come together. In the business, in the career, he created a security blanket. We must keep working. We must keep showing them that we love it, that we love it, that we want it, that we want it. In love, he created a security blanket. I want to fix the sadness from the past. I want to be a better person to someone else, to someone from the past. I'm still holding on this sadness. So even in the future, he's prepared to hold on, to hold some type of bondage towards a past job that he probably could have had or should have had, and is cramping his style. Releasing brings him success. So let's see. I see an opportunity that he feel that he really should have got, but he didn't get. Some type of unfairness around a position coming up. He's going to be treated unfairly in his next position. Yeah, there's some conflict around it. Just make me feel like just not being appreciated, not being noticed, they're not treating him like they should treat him or like they should treat the others. Let's see what else. Yeah, there you go again. There he goes. Yeah, yeah. So I have this future. I don't even know how I said future, but it just feels like that. I have these energies around him that pretty much says the position that he has in him, the position that he's in right now, or he is about to get, there's some unfairness around it. And this unfairness brings up that past thing of this always happened to me, which causes conflict. And he's going to need to release it and depart from it, and he's not going to want to. And this is breaking him. This is breaking him. Because when he is not chosen or accepted, it breaks his core. It actually ages him. How in the world can I see him as the age he is today, whatever that is, and a grandfather? Because each time he's told, no, not today, we don't need you anymore, we don't want you in this position, another position. Each time he has to disconnect from something he believes that he should stay in, it ages him. So he's really setting up a lot of repeated patterns. Other than that, this is a person who will always stay secure, always be stable, always have enough to take care of himself. This is not the big millionaire or multi-millionaire. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like the person who never got to play NFL because of the man, the people, um, the blindness around the people around him, the team, the this, the that. I don't see anything big like that. But it's possible. It's still young. It's possible if these lessons are learned. But it takes a while to learn this. Yeah. Still see him secure. Still see him stable. I still see him working. I don't see him falling off. But I don't see anything huge. Okay. As I tell everybody, I've been counseling and doing messages for. This is a time where you really cannot see what's next. I'm serious. And we can't see the future, period. That's just nothing. But even the energies is saying incomplete. Most of the messages I've been doing has been coming up incomplete, unfinished. Because it's the truth. Because what we're dealing with now is going to change us. And we're not going to be able to see what energy supports the new person, the new person, or this new form person. We are being formed into something new. We are being shifted to a new place inside of us. We are about to become a person that we did not desire to become. You know, we usually make decisions to form ourselves into something better and greater, or we'll make a decision and a consequence causes us to be another way. But right now, we're being pushed to develop ourselves in a different way. So it's almost like where we're about to go and who we will be, we actually don't know yet because we're not done with this. And this thing, it is changing us. I don't know whether it's good or bad. It's up to you and your desires and your perspective. But I know for sure that the things that's happening this season, the energies around this season, the reset that we are going through, this release, this cleansing, this I call it a rest. I call it a Sabbath. It's a Sabbath spirit, a Sabbath season. It is provoking change in us that we did not plan, that we did not see, that we didn't manifest, that we didn't try to do. We're being forced to become different. I hope that kind of makes sense. So because of that, I don't think we're going to be able to catch up with insight. Probably, actually, I feel like a 5 year mark. What does this mean? I'm basically saying that when you get your messages from now into the next 5 years, it will be a really big uncertainty around it for the energies going forward, to see what's around you and what's to come, all because everything gotta be wringed out, and then the towel needs to loosen up to get an understanding, because A lot of us is walking into an era where our names are being changed. Okay, so you can't prepare yourself for it, as you can see. But we're gonna have a new name. We won't stay the same, and we have to get things official, and then we'll be able to catch up to what's happening. Okay, all right. I'll stop right there. Um, okay, I'll stop right there. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.